feeling hungry. No, I shouldn't. Well, one little snack won't hurt. Is he awake?
Danger. The emergency disrupt system is now activated.
Step away from the refrigerator. You have 5 seconds to comply.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie and I'm documenting my journey to lose 100 pounds. In today's video, I am going to do a full day of eating for you at 1,500 calories for weight loss, of course. And we're just gonna go ahead and get started. Let's go weigh in first. In my most recent weigh-in update on February 13th, I weighed 218 pounds. I currently weigh 214.4 pounds, so I've lost a total of 3.6 pounds in the last 3 weeks. Now, let's go get some breakfast. I've eaten this breakfast almost every morning for the past 6 months, and I don't see it changing anytime soon. I don't know, I guess I just really love scrambled eggs. All right, so here's breakfast. It is 1 slice of Nichols 35 calorie bread and 1 slice of the Velveeta cheese. And then I do 1 egg and half a cup of egg whites, scrambled, obviously, not raw, that'd be gross. Now I add some sriracha to it, which is like super unusual for me. I usually don't like spicy food, but on eggs, this is really good. And then I've got 17 grams of Heinz ketchup because I have to have ketchup with my eggs.
Because ketchup is life.
And then I'm still drinking my protein shake in the morning with my breakfast. And this one is still the cafe latte. It's like the best one ever. And it has caffeine in it. So it's taken the place of my coffee in the morning. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this. And then Chris and I are off to run some errands and we'll be back for a workout. Chris and I took a couple months break from working out, not intentionally, but that's just the way things ended up working out. So when we started again about 3 weeks ago, I was using really low weights or no weight at all. And I'm starting to get some of my strength back and I'm pretty excited about that. These Romanian deadlifts are probably one of my favorite exercises. I just really love the way it feels to do them. The tightening of my hamstrings, I don't know what it is about it, but it just makes me feel like I'm doing something good, so I really like them. One of our goals for this year is to try to get some new equipment for our gym. We want to try to get a rack so that we can use barbells instead of having to use dumbbells and the Bowflex for everything. So once we get that, I think that'll be pretty cool to get to learn how to use that too. I'm really excited about learning new exercises and getting some strength. I've never been strong before, so it's something I look forward to. Another thing I'm really looking forward to is learning how to do a pull-up. A year ago, I don't think I would have believed anybody that told me that I would ever get to a point where I either wanted to or was contemplating learning how to do one. But I know Dana Lynn Bailey has a learn how to do a pull-up video, and so I am going to attempt to do that pretty soon. We'll see how that goes. So in my last video, I talked about my weight having gone up a few pounds and that it would probably go back down to my lowest weight within the week. I think I may have been a little bit overexcited about that because it's not gone back down and it's been more than a week. It's going down. It's just not back down to where it was. So we're just gonna deal with it. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. I'm working out, I'm exercising, I'm eating what I'm supposed to be eating, and I'm tracking. I'm getting hit by trees. So I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and I know that it'll work It's just taking longer than I guess hoped it would take to get back to where I was. So just a little update on that. But I'm gonna finish my walk since I sound like I can't breathe right now. I'm gonna stop talking. I'll see you in a little bit. I found this cool tree. It looks like worms.
I got worms.
I beg your pardon?
That's what we're gonna call it.
I don't know if anyone cares, but I do. Okay, so we're almost done with the walk. We're gonna finish this up and then we're gonna go home, and I think it's gonna be lunchtime. So I will see you when it's time to eat. All right, so it's lunchtime now, and today I'm having Skinny Taste pepper steak. If you've never heard of Skinny Taste, you really need to check her out. She makes some of the most amazing food. I think we're also having Skinny Taste for dinner. All of her recipes come out really well. I noticed after making a bunch of them that like some recipes online just don't work, but it seems like every single one of hers does, and they're always really tasty. Sometimes you need to up the spices a little bit, but overall her recipes are just really good. So I totally recommend her. So this is pepper steak. It's like an Asian type thing, and it's got lots of onions and peppers, and I'm just having fried rice with it that I made. I'm gonna link both of those recipes down in the comments. I almost said downstairs, that's not right. I'm gonna link them in the comment. Nope, that's wrong too. I'm gonna link them in the description below. One of these days I'll get it right. Yeah. So it's gonna be in the description with both recipes so that you can check them out too if you'd like. And I'm just gonna drink some more water because that's basically all I drink ever. And I'm gonna get to eat this, and I think pretty soon after this is when I'm gonna have my yogurt. So I will come back when I'm ready to eat that. I'll see you soon. So it's been like 5 minutes maybe, I don't know. But I'm still hungry. So I have a lot of snacks to eat today because the pepper steak and rice is kind of lower in calories than my lunch usually is. So I have a little bit more to eat today than usual. So I'm gonna go ahead and have one of my snacks now. It is this yogurt. It's the, let's see if it focuses. It is Dannon Light and Fit Peach Greek yogurt, which is really good too. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, and then a little while later I'm gonna make a new snack, which I'm super excited about. So I'm gonna be making microwave air popped popcorn. So I buy this popcorn, and then I have a popcorn maker, I'm gonna show you in just a second, that we are going to pop it in the microwave with. So first I'm gonna weigh out my kernels. And it says 2 tablespoons is 110 calories, so I'm gonna do 1 tablespoon at a time so that I don't burn it like I did last time. So we want 16 grams. That's too many. That's still too many. There we go. And then we're gonna take that and dump it in here. And then we're gonna put this in the microwave. Now don't laugh, my microwave broke the morning that I decided to make this video, and so we're using a pen. So just like microwave popcorn, you're gonna microwave it. Well, this microwave is pretty powerful, so we're only using it for 1.5 minutes. When you have like 1 to 2 seconds in between pops, that's when you stop it. So now we're gonna dump it into our bowl, get the last of our kernels out of the thing without burning your hands, which is kind of hard. All right, got them all. All right, and then we're gonna flavor it. And so I used olive oil spray, and then I have these flavors. There's a whole lot of flavors by Kernel Seasons. This one is movie theater butter salt, so we're gonna try this one out. I've never actually had this one before. So all I do is I spray the popcorn, and then sprinkle the flavor on top. And then you have flavored popcorn. Okay, so now I've got my finished popcorn, and I weighed out the 33 grams of kernels. 33 grams of kernels is 110 calories. Adding on the flavors and the oil only adds a few more calories, probably like 15 to 20, depending on how much oil you put on, obviously. But I just like to spray it a few little tiny sprays so that it's enough to get the flavorings to stick, but not enough to like put a bunch of calories into it. It takes a really long time to eat this. So this is one of my favorite snacks to have now. Greg Doucette always talks about his Smart Pop, and that's great. I do like the Smart Pop too, but this is way cheaper. It was like as soon as he started talking about it, Smart Pop just like disappeared from the store. So we didn't have any way to get the popcorn that we had grown accustomed to eating like every single day. And so I decided to try this instead. And I actually like this better. It's cheaper and I get to flavor it whatever I want it to be for that day. So I like it a lot, and it takes forever to eat it, especially if you only eat like 1 or 2 kernels at a time, which I really try to make myself do to make it last as long as possible. But this has helped get me through quarantine because Chris and I have been watching a lot of movies, and I like to have popcorn pretty much all the time, but when I'm watching movies for sure. I just wanted to share it because I really like it, and I bet you will too, so you should try it. All the stuff that I use is available at Walmart, so you can basically get it anywhere, and it costs like $1.50 for the popcorn, and probably each one of those flavors is about that too, so super cheap. Try it. It's real good. For dinner tonight, we're having another Skinny Taste recipe, American-style cheesy beef goulash and macaroni. I make a few substitutions as per usual, but even made the way it was intended, it is a huge 1.5 cup serving for only 395 calories. I trade out the beef for turkey, add another can of diced tomatoes, and use regular macaroni noodles instead of wheat, because I don't like wheat anything. But these substitutions don't change the calorie count very much. This recipe is available in the Skinny Taste Cookbook One and Done, which I will link below for you. You can actually get this recipe without buying the cookbook, but Gina's recipes are so good, I would recommend getting it. I originally got this recipe from the pictures of the cookbook on Amazon. If you look through the photos, there are a few recipes from the cookbook available to you. Let's go make it. First, hit the saute button on your Instant Pot. Add a 1/2 tablespoon of olive oil to the pot, and then 1 onion that has been diced, and cook it for about 3 minutes until the onion begins to brown. Then add your turkey or beef, 3/4 teaspoons of kosher salt, and 1 1/4 teaspoons paprika. Cook the meat for 3 to 4 minutes until browned, breaking it into small pieces as it cooks. Add 1 chopped bell pepper, 2 cloves of minced garlic, and 1 teaspoon Worcestershire sauce. Cook this for about 5 minutes, stirring occasionally until the pepper is soft. Then add 15 ounces of tomato sauce. I use 2 cans of Rotel fire roasted diced tomatoes with green chilies because it adds a little kick that Chris and I like, and 1 can of beef broth. Stir in the macaroni noodles. Add your bay leaf. I used 2 because they were small. And then seal up the Instant Pot and pressure cook it for 5 minutes on high. Once the 5 minutes are up, manually release the pressure to stop the noodles from cooking, and then remove the lid and let it sit to finish absorbing the liquid. Remove the bay leaf and fluff up your noodles. I'll show you how I like to eat mine in just a second. Okay, so now it's time to eat the goulash. I think it's a weird word. So when I eat this, or when I make this, I don't put the cheese on like it says to. She says to open the lid of the Instant Pot and then add the cheese and then put the lid back on it and let it sit for a minute, but I don't do that. I put the cheese on each bowl as I serve it instead, because I want to make sure that I get like all the cheese that I'm allowed. So I weigh out 14 grams of shredded cheese on each bowl, and then I add like sour cream to probably everything that I could possibly add it to. So I add a tablespoon of sour cream to this as well. It helps with it. It's a little spicy sometimes, so I like to add that just to kind of cool it down a little. And then of course I'm going to drink some more water, and then I will be back in just a minute for my ice cream cone that we all know is coming. And this is my final bit of food for the day. I literally have one of these every day. They are 140 calories and not diet at all. They're just regular ice cream cones, but they're small. I mean, it's like smaller than the size of my hand, so you can probably sort of see that now. I don't know. But they are really delicious, and I just like having some ice cream like literally every day. And the fact that I can have ice cream while on a diet, I feel like it helps me know that I can maintain this. I don't want to deprive myself, and while I know that ice cream every day may be a little bit more than what you need, I don't care. I like ice cream a lot, so I'm going to have one every day. And that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, and if you made it all the way through this video, then I really appreciate you. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you next time. See ya!